Haters are gonna hate, 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 and that's why they burned my home down. I've been telling everybody, my home got burned down by haters. You see, here's confirmation right here. Now, Ash Princess must be related to Daryl and Keith Partridge, because you see, read the statement message sent to me, okay? Here's the rest of it. So how dare you tell me that I'm on the run? I'm not on the run, bitch. I'm out here telling everything that y'all did. I hope you're happy with my chickens. Are you still molesting them like Keith Partridge molested me? When I was a little girl, you picking my chickens up and kissing them wherever like Keith Partridge did to me when I was a little girl and told me I was beautiful when I was wearing a dress, knowing that he could play peekaboo up my dress? That's fucking disgusting, okay? So is that why Ash Princess is hating on me? You also put in this message that my home was abandoned. My home wasn't abandoned. So the truth prevails some more. You see, you can't call an established homestead abandoned. I had a house sitter, which was my cousin Elizabeth Toner. She tried to write a statement to the police, being the Somerset County Sheriff's Department, and they wouldn't take it. So that's why we have that information shared under Dale Lancaster. Okay, watch this. Dale Lancaster. We're going to look up the emails. Boom. Let's check out another one. Let's look under, let's see, Dale Lancaster. Let's see how many times you were contacted in regards to all the frivolous acts taking place against me and my family, right? You see that? Those are all emails requesting that Dale Lancaster do something in regards to all of the harassment since May 2nd of 2021, when I was at my home at 383 North New Portland Road, North Anson, Maine. Philip Dickey pulled in the yard. I had a witness there with me. We were walking the property. Timmy Dickey asked me, how much did you pay? Uncle and I looked at him like it was none of his fucking business, but we told him anyways a price. I was going to pay $50,000 for the property. Uncle told me his grandson, when he wanted the camp, just added his name to the taxes and they left it like that. So my deal with Uncle was I was going to pay the taxes and I was going to pay him along the way. We had a situation, we were taking care of it. He was getting back on track. He had somebody to talk to, somebody taking care of him and not demeaning him. Like, you know, he has the right to life. You weren't there to say whether he did or did not, and I wasn't there to say whether he did or did not molest somebody, but he got convicted of it. And the fact is that Skip Gleason from Anson, North Anson, Madison area, Dusty Burns Cummings, my ex, Joel Cummings' ex-father-in-law, is noted in Morning Sentinel, talking to Carl Gottardi, telling him the full report how he groomed, lured, and sexually molested and assaulted a male under the age of 17. Okay? He was a school teacher and then he was a pastor. And now he's still out here working with the town in the American Legion, Post 39. And so Ash Princess telling me, oh, come back. I haven't left. I never did. You burned down my home, North Anson Fire Department. But that doesn't mean I left. You condemned my home frivolously. It wasn't abandoned. Why were you on my property when I still have signs that were posted and pictures of the posted signs that said no trespassing? So why is it that Somerset County Sheriff's Department, May 2nd, came to my house, Philip told him that I was buying the home, he left. So right then, since May 2nd, you knew that was my home, right? You also knew that my home was being terrorized. I was being harassed, terrorized. I was being vandalized. My home was being vandalized. My vehicle was being vandalized. And you did nothing about it, right? I was getting phone calls that I shouldn't have been receiving. I was getting services frivolously cut off. Maine DOT, Department of Transportation, came by. And that's still on audio, record, and video. When this white, yellow, powdery dust was sent across my front lawn as I was recording and videoing. And he says, fuck you to me, with a Maine DOT stop sign in the back seat of his gray car. Okay? So with that being said, had to be a Maine DOT employee, right? Well, Tim from Western Maine DOT says that they weren't even supposed to be up there, so why were they up there? Okay? Still want answers to it. That's why we went to Washington, D.C. So then yesterday when I received this message, and I showed you all the emails to Dale Lancaster, so let's see how many we get to Mr. Ronnie Blodgett. Doesn't that sound a little fucking gay, right? So, Ronnie Blodgett, wherever the message is to you, Mr. Detective, requesting that. Ooh, look at that. Right? Okay. So that's Ronnie Blodgett, the Mr. Detective, and Dale Lancaster, Mr. Sheriff. Why didn't you do something? Now you've cost the taxpayers a whole lot of anguish, misery, and probably nobody's going to want to live in the town of North Anson or Anson by the time that the lawsuits get fully submitted and the FBI is requested to what? Investigate all of you. Maine State Police, Waterville PD, Skowhegan Sheriff's Department, Anson Town Office, North Anson Fire Department, Ash Princess. You'll be brought in at some time, silly boy, girl. And the rest of you role players. If you were going to condemn a home, it should have been one that was condemnable, not in repair, right? So knowing that I had been purchasing everything, that right there shows you that the home was in repair, not in despair, okay? A repairable home is not condemnable. A home that's known to be in repair is not condemnable. You have to give a 30-day notice to the person that lives there, owns it, selling it, buying it, whatever, right? I never got any kind of notice. What did Philip get for a notice? He got continuously harassed as well as I did. So knowing that, and knowing that it's on paper, and it's what? It's been heard because it was told to the Somerset County Sheriff's Department, that little peon deputy, the same one, I believe, that came out and went around my home. Opened up the door, walked through my house. He walked through my sunroom. And then he opened up my living room door. You don't have the right to do that. That's an illegal search. That's not even a no-knock. Okay? He went off the beaten path. He went from his cruiser. He walked all the way around my house, all the way around my vehicle. Ain't nothing fucking abandoned about that. Mr. Ronnie Blodgett, I asked you about that in those emails. You didn't answer to me other than you were conducting an investigation when you showed up. What the fuck kind of investigation were you conducting? You never answered that either. I've got the proof and the fact, and it's all been sent to Washington, D.C. when I dropped it off. So with that being said, Anson community of, you probably ought to think about these people that are checking your meters or coming in and estimating your property. What are they really looking for? To take your property? Okay. So with that being said, knowing that there were no trespassing, it was all made very well known that my home had been vandalized, I was being terrorized and harassed, and the cops didn't. I have the right to safety. I'm not only a resident, but I happen to be a human being, United States citizen, and therefore, knowing that I had permission to be on that property, I had permission to buy that property, I got burned out of that property, and I got lied about pertaining to that property. I hold you all accountable. I hope you all are happy because you are costing the tax dollars. You got a shortage out here of food, housing, and everything. And that's going to be even a further lack because KV Cap, Kimberly, Paytray, you shouldn't have denied when I was eligible. You shouldn't have lied about me, KV Cap, Michael Willis, and Kalua. Those are just some of the names listed. Then you got the Anson, what? Town office. All the board and selectmen to include Brenda Garland because she's not excluded. I want to know why y'all got away with doing this shit to Claudia But you're not going to get away with doing it without me saying something about it. You're not going to do it to me. So who was it that was involved, Mr. Selectman? And Barbara Garland, because I know, or Brenda Garland, whatever the fuck your name is. Okay? You were all involved in the selling of my grandma's home. Okay? Across from the Mark Emery. Who was gay enough to change that anyways? Had to be some fucking... Yeah. Okay, there we go. So, who sold my grandmother's house to Pamela Taylor under false pretenses? And it was videoed on Channel 11. Dan Hill remembers it because he was part of Channel 11 at the time. So I'm going to bring all that up. Oh, wait. It's already been mentioned in the FBI investigation request. Okay? So there you go. Happy fucking Easter.